Hi there. Have you ever wondered why there seems to be a widespread dislike or even hatred towards Muslims? It's a question that stirs the pot, isn't it? We find ourselves in a world where Islamophobia is unfortunately prevalent. Recent events, both at home and abroad, have only served to fan the flames of this deeply rooted issue. But why? What drives this sentiment? To truly grasp the intricacies of this complex issue, we must delve into history, politics, and media representation. The roots of Islamophobia extend far back in history. The tapestry of human events is woven with threads of conflict, and the interactions between Muslim and non-Muslim societies are no exception. Picture, if you will, the era of the Crusades. These religious wars, driven by political ambition and religious fervor, created an us versus them mentality that still echoes today. Fast forward to the age of colonialism, a time when Western powers extended their dominion across the world, often clashing with Muslim societies. These encounters, often fraught with tension and misunderstanding, further solidified the divide and enhanced the negative perceptions of Muslims. Yet it's crucial to remember that history isn't a simple cause and effect narrative. While these events certainly contributed to the formation of Islamophobia, they don't entirely explain its persistence in our modern world. These historical events set the stage, but they are only part of the story. In the modern era, politics plays a significant role in the spread of Islamophobia. The tragic events of September 11, 2001 were a turning point, catapulting Islamophobia into the political sphere. Policies enacted in its aftermath, such as strict immigration laws and surveillance programs, disproportionately targeted Muslims, further fueling fear and mistrust. Political rhetoric, too, has been instrumental in shaping these perceptions. Anti-Muslim sentiment has become a tool for political gain, used to rally support and create division. A rise in far-right parties across the globe has seen this tactic used more frequently, exacerbating the issue and casting a cloud over the entire Muslim community. But it's not just about individual politicians or parties. It's about how these sentiments have become ingrained into our institutions, creating systemic barriers that perpetuate Islamophobia. Through political influence, Islamophobia has become institutionalized, but there's another powerful factor at play. Scene script. Media, the world's most influential storyteller, also plays a crucial role in shaping perceptions of Muslims. As we dive into this topic, let's consider the role of media in our daily lives. It's our primary source of information, our window to the world. But what happens when that window is tainted with bias and prejudice? In the realm of news and entertainment media, Muslims often find themselves in the crosshairs. They're frequently depicted as terrorists, extremists, or oppressors. This unidimensional portrayal not only reinforces stereotypes but also breeds fear. Consider Hollywood, the dream factory. How often do we see a Muslim character who isn't a terrorist or a villain? While there are exceptions, the overarching narrative remains the same. This isn't just a matter of hurt feelings. It's about the ripple effect these portrayals have on individuals and communities. News outlets, too, are guilty of this. A study showed that news stories about Muslims are more than 4 times likely to be negative than those about any other religious group. The impact? A skewed perception that associates Islam with violence and extremism. This is not to say that all media is biased or that it intentionally demonizes Muslims. However, the trend is clear and concerning. It's a call for media to examine its role and responsibility in shaping public opinion. Media, with its wide reach and influence, has the power to either fuel or fight Islamophobia. So why are Muslims hated? This question, as we've explored, is multifaceted, with answers rooted deeply in history, politics, and media representation. From historical conflicts and misunderstandings, we've seen how fear and prejudice can take root and spread. The role of political rhetoric and policies can't be overstated either, as these have often served to further marginalize and vilify the Muslim community, reinforcing stereotypes and biases. And then there's media representation. The power of media to shape perceptions and attitudes is immense, and when it comes to the portrayal of Muslims, the picture has often been skewed, contributing to Islamophobia. But remember, Islamophobia, like any form of prejudice, is a complex issue with deep roots and wide-reaching effects. It's not something that can be unraveled overnight. Changing these perceptions and combating Islamophobia will require understanding, empathy, and a willingness to challenge our own biases. Only then can we hope to build a more inclusive and accepting world. Be sure to hit that like or subscribe button and keep being curious, beautiful, and continue learning. Check out some of my other videos and keep staying curious.